D-Wayne.
What up?
Hey, man, I'm just chilling. I know. I'm just going to start it with this.
It's hot. Can I flip your fan on?
I don't care. So we was sitting. We was chilling. We was talking about changing the recording process in which we record the process of this here Podular cast.
Process.
And then D-Wayne took my guitar away from me. Bitch.
It's a good idea.
Episode 35 of the $1 Million Dream $20 Budget Podcast. Season 4. We are in season 4. Hey, D-Wayne, what are we going to do for episode 50? Because it's looming. We're closer to episode 50 than we are to episode 1.
True.
Boom.
Episode 50 is still a while away.
I know, but we going to get there, man. Look how... Maybe.
It's 15. We
D-Wayne.
might.
D-Wayne's over here contemplating quitting.
I wasn't the only one.
Man, yes, you was.
We
I
both
was like,
talked about it.
Like, man, hey, D-Wayne, when we going to do this podcast? I'm all excited and shit. But D-Wayne is currently thinking of retiring from his world of Podular casting. So everybody needs to take to the social media and be like, hey, yo, D-Wayne, don't do that. Speaking of which, shout out to Arizona. I see y'all.
It was just nice, man. That couple weeks off, it's just like...
Exactly. We got a rejuvenated energy.
One less responsibility. It was like... Man.
Because this show is responsible at all.
Well, the responsibility of making sure I can get up and get over here so we can
Can my
record.
guitar back?
No.
Dick.
As he reaches behind him to grab another... That's 12 string
That's
too,
my 12 string.
Here we go.
You can't hold me down.
I ain't trying to fight you either.
You took one.
It's your own crib. I ain't trying to do all that. Damn. Easy there.
Whoa, Seabiscuit. He took one guitar from me, but he can't take them all. Bitches and hoes.
God, I want to do Blazing Saddles.
D-Wayne took my guitar, but here another one goes. I like that G7 right there. That it's real bluesy like.
I just love the sound of a 12 string, bro.
All right, I'm done.
For now.
Now.
As he keeps it in his hand, ready to go.
Just in case, man.
Cocked and loaded.
Look, you never know when you're going to need a smooth. You never know when you're going to need one of them.
Oh, cocked and loaded, ready to go.
It's hard to play on 12 strings.
It really don't sound bad, though.
Well, that's because I'm a phenomenal guitarist. All right,
that.
I'm a mediocre guitarist.
You just
at
got
best.
that extra string you can kind of...
It's got that extra octave.
Yeah, I couldn't think of what it's called. I couldn't think of what it's called, bro.
It's like it has an entire second octave.
That's what it's called. I couldn't think of it. Damn.
So D-Wayne, what's new in the world,
Always
man?
gotta let the white man down.
See my point?
Oh, shit.
You never know. You never know when you're going to need that.
That was solid.
It's probably not picking it up real well because it's not mic'd. It picked that up.
Yeah.
All right, anywho. D-Wayne, what's new in the world, my man?
Nothing.
I was wholeheartedly expecting more from that.
Nothing. I mean, nothing exciting.
No?
No. Well, we talked about it earlier, but it wasn't exciting. Now that I think about it, it's like, should we really bring it up?
What did we talk about earlier?
You either got the bathtub water.
Oh, yeah, bathtub water? Okay, I'm with it. Let's talk about bathtub water.
So, this 19-year-old at that, apparently she's famous from Instagram. I can't talk when you playing like that.
I can sing and play. You can't talk while I play?
It's distracting.
So is your hair.
I know, dude.
Couldn't have brushed that shit before you came over today.
No. Are we going Tuesday?
I don't need a haircut, but I'll roll with you.
Oh, I thought we were going to do one before you leave. You could use one.
Damn.
Last time you went.
Last week?
Oh.
No, I went the last week of shutdown. So,
Yeah, I went a week before the week of shutdown.
I don't know. I might hit a cleanup.
I need to go. No, I didn't feel like brushing. It's supposed to be like that, bro. Well, actually, it's not supposed to be that bad, but I just said fuck it. I roll out of bed. That's why I got this haircut, bro. Less maintenance. I can just roll up out of bed and it'd be alright.
You're looking like a member of the West Side Story after a rumble.
Damn.
Right now, your shit's all deflated. Anywho, yeah. We'll figure it out. I might get cut up. I might roll with you. Shout out to at Zach Attack on the Instagram, Mr. Zach Harris, the official barber of GHB. Hell yeah. Okay, so
All right,
19-year-old, she's famous for gaming, isn't she?
I thought it was gaming or being an Instagram model.
I think it has.
I thought she was like an Instagram.
The thing that I read, I believe it had something to do with gaming. It was like gamer girl something, blah de hoopla. But why would... We'll get to it. D-Wayne's
I don't know, because
Googling
it says bathwater for all you thirsty gamer boys.
Yeah,
So it could be that. But she's an Instagram model, a well-known Instagram model. So she decided to sell her bathwater
sell her bath
for
water.
$30 a jar.
How big of a jar?
I don't know. It didn't say.
Was it like a mason jar?
I would think like a small
like a
mason.
gallon?
I think like a mason jar.
Are we talking like a half gallon?
She said she sold like 500 of them, and she's going to do it again.
Well, what I had read and what I had heard was that she had sold her bath water. And then people had contracted herpes from it.
See, I didn't read that one.
I mean, hold on. Let me do a little bit of math on this.
Because this
real
article
quick.
came out the 12th.
So 500
But I just
by
seen it
30.
today.
That's $15,000.
Yeah.
Oh, I read something else on that too. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, the bath water that she was selling, somebody had it tested. There were no traces of human DNA in it.
I don't know.
So either way, this bitch made 50. Sorry,
There could have been a lot more articles out because I seen that today, but it came out the 12th.
this lady made $15,000 off of selling bath water.
Just $30 a jar. She said it took off more than she expected, and she's going
Why would you
to
want
do
it,
it
though?
again. Why not?
No, not her. Why would you want her bath water?
Because people are weird like that, dude.
Do you,
You know how many kinks people have that are just
people drink it?
mind-blowing? No, she even said don't drink it.
my
But they
butthole
could.
has been in this.
But there's people that could drink it, though. Like, they're just weird like that. Like, there's a show on HBO.
I'm gonna be honest. This new recording process, you sound right to me. I don't know if we're on point, off point. So before we go any further, I would like to throw out the fact that me and old D-Wayne decided to tinker with the recording process, and so this episode may come out sounding a little funny, but if it does, get over it. I'm going to edit it to the best of my abilities, and I think I can make it work. Anyway, so bathwater, people drinking.
But anyway, like, you gotta think, people got all these kinks, bro. Like, there's a show on HBO, and it's called Euphoria. And
Euphoria.
It's weird. Like, it's... you have to watch it to understand it, because I don't even understand the full meaning behind this show. But this girl... she started doing that little video thing where you get, people watch you, all that, pay you, blah, blah, blah. Well, this dude...
Cam models?
Yeah. Like, well, this dude that wanted to Skype her to do it, like, his thing was for her to downgrade him, because that's what he got on. That's what turned him on. So
that's a weird one to say. It's like a double entendre. That is what he got off on.
Yeah, like, that's what... because
I'm with it.
He's a fat loser
Well,
guy.
I'm not with it. Damn,
He's
dude.
you can tell just the way
That's
he is.
cold-blooded.
So he stood up, showed her his dick, and it was...
Do you want to borrow these?
No. And it was small as fuck, and that's what he wanted.
Nice.
That's what he wanted her to, like, downgrade him on, was sit there and laugh and joke on his small dick.
You got a small weenie.
And it was just like, just shit like that just shows you, like, the kind of things that blows your mind that people get turned on by,
Hey.
So, I mean, getting some bath water, that can easily make, turn somebody on. Knowing, like, oh, this hot chick that I really like was in this bath water.
That's disgusting. Because at the end of the day, her butthole was in that.
I mean,
and
yeah.
again, people are turned on by buttholes.
Yeah, but, I mean, still, like, it's just people have kinks like that, bro. Like, do I want somebody's bathwater? Hell no. You can give me
Dwayne.
anybody, the most famous person in the world's bathwater. Do I want it? No. Because it has, I don't know why.
Do you want Hayden Panettiere's bathwater?
No. Actually, I would not take her bathwater.
But you would soak in that tub after she got out of it, though.
No, I wouldn't do that either. I don't even like taking baths, bro. It should.
I don't understand
As you
the
get
point
older,
of baths.
As you get older and you realize, like,
I'm sitting in my own ball sweat
Yeah.
stew.
and you're like, ew.
My nuts have been marinating in this bath.
No.
Now, I'll take a shower. Like, if...
Either take a shower first, then bath, or bath, then take a shower right
No,
after.
ain't no way in hell I'm taking a bath first. Like, if I'm sore or something, if I get the absolute dog fuck kicked out of me at work or something, I'll shower and then I'll soak in a tub. But, you know what, though, man? Hey, I'm not going to knock. If you want to buy this chick's bathwater, buy it.
It's your money.
Go for
Do
it.
what you
If
want
you
to
want to
do.
spend, you know how much shit I could spend $30 on that other people would think is stupid? A lot. This cute little tube of Dunlap Formula number 65 guitar polish was like $14. Most people would be like, oh, that's fucking dumb. And I'll be like, but my guitar look good. Bitch. D-Wayne, you know what I think it's time for?
This Week in Golf, brought to you by GHB Sports. Two idiots talking about the game.
Well, it's not in the water this time. So for This Week in Golf, D-Wayne, let's talk about it, bro. It is the Open.
The Open,
The Open.
also known as.
The Open. The Open, also known as The Open. See what I did there?
Yeah.
The. Nice.
Tomato.
Just classing it up a bit. Now let's talk about it. First off, D-Wayne, you're disappointing me in golf world.
Yeah, 'cause I didn't realize it
you
was
didn't
the
even know
Open.
the Open was going on. I told
Didn't.
Carl, he said he's playing in a tournament on Sunday. He said, I'm going to miss the last round. I said, nah, man, just get that PGA app and some Bluetooth headphones.
No, I've been trying to keep up. I should have looked up the dates, but I've been waiting on Instagram and shit. They've been talking about other shit going on, so I didn't realize it was already the Open.
I'm going to throw this out to you. The Open is being played right in the backyard of none other than Rory McIlroy, one of golf's leading players, who is also from Northern Ireland, where the Open, I feel like Irish people would call it the Open versus the Open. I feel like the is the Americanized, dumbed down version of the.
It is,
Anywho,
I believe.
so Rory, start over. So Rory is playing. That's a weird name to say.
Redo.
Rory McIlroy is playing essentially in his backyard, and he opens with a first round 8 over par. Now, I don't want to bring this up to bring any shade to Rory, because even though I feel like I would give him a good run for his money on the golf course, and by good run, meaning I'm going to steal his wallet and run, because I cannot beat him in golf. What happened to your boy, man?
Fuck if I know.
You need to channel that inner Irish, bro. You need to telepathically communicate with your man.
I can't speak for him because I didn't watch what happened.
You know what's
I
even
didn't
more fucked
realize
up?
it was already the Open.
Well, here's the thing, though. You got to think. The Open, do you know what time they started teeing off Eastern time?
Oh, it was probably like
was
3
like
o'clock in the morning.
1:35
Yeah.
a.m. Eastern time. But you know what's even more fucked up about him playing so miserably today? At 16 years old, he set the course record at 61 for this course.
Oh, God.
Yeah. But I can't say anything because my guy Phil, I love you, Phil. But that 5 over, that ain't how we make cuts.
Nope.
I think the last time that I had checked the scores,
At least if Rory doesn't make the cut, he didn't get far to go home.
Exactly.
He can just stay for a while.
he can just walk right down the road and cry.
Yeah.
Koepka's tied first at 4 under. John Rahm's at 2 under.
Where's Tigey at?
Tigey. 4 over.
Ooh.
My guy DJ is 1 over.
telling you, Koepka, dude. Koepka's a fucking monster to play
Hey, let me ask you
in a
this.
major.
Is fucking DJ only playing majors this year? I feel like the last time you saw him play golf was
He played in a couple of things. But
like I feel like he hasn't hardly played this year. What he needs to do is just go ahead and sever ties with Gretzky's daughter because I feel like she's fluctuating.
go back on a cocaine bender.
Yeah. He needs to break up with Gretzky's daughter, go on a cocaine bender, and come back out and bomb drivers and do good things. But for real, I feel like the last time I felt like I saw DJ's name was at the, well, no, it wasn't the match. It was the U.S. Open. I don't feel like I've
Yeah,
seen
because
him.
he almost had that comeback.
I feel like I ain't hardly fucking seen him. And I can see why. 1 over. Pff, bitch. I'm just playing.
Oh,
I couldn't
Koepka,
play
though.
that well.
Oh, Koepka, though. I mean, dude's killing it in every major he plays in.
I seen this one shit people, well, he only wins in majors. Is he even really that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the biggest, most competitive fields. You see where they denied my guy, John Daly, the use of a golf cart?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, they denied him. I was like, for real? He's old and fat. He is
He wants a place to put his beer.
the next to Toby Keith. John Daly is about as American as it gets. You've got bald eagles, Toby Keith, John Daly, and the American flag. It's in there too.
So hold on there, buddy.
Okay, fine. You've top 5. American flag, bald eagle, Toby Keith, John Daly, Budweiser.
Yeah, that's American.
Boom. What's up?
Yeah.
Faked moon landings. They wouldn't give my dude, which it doesn't matter. He's played miserable at the anyway, off of John Daly. So, all right. First round is partially underway. Who you taking this week? We know, hey, Rory knows the course.
I'm going Brooks, man. Like, you can't, the way that man's been playing, I can't go with anybody else.
No, I'm just saying, let Rory come out, shoot 6 under tomorrow.
He could. I'm not knocking. Anything can happen in golf.
Shoot 7 under on Saturday.
Anything can happen in golf.
It would take a strong act of the Celtic gods for him to strike a comeback, but I'm not saying that it's entirely impossible.
I'm going Koepka, though.
I don't know, dude. I feel like Jason Day has been lurking close on majors.
Wasn't Kutcher up there, too?
Kutch, I don't know. I didn't.
I thought I saw Kutcher's name when I looked it up earlier.
But are you willing? Because Ricky, the low score
I'll never expect Ricky to win a major.
the low score, there's 2 tied at 4 under, Koepka and Lowry. I wonder if
I was wrong with Kutcher. Who was it I saw?
Webb Simpson's hanging in right there too. And then Fratelli is up there again at 3 under.
John Rahm. Look at him at 3 under.
3 under. And Tommy Fleetwood's lurking at 3 under as well.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I feel like Jason Day has been lurking. And if he can get his shit to sync up, I don't think there's many players more dangerous on a golf course than Jason Day.
Oh,
If he's on. I don't know. I think Ricky needs to quit worrying about mustaches and mullets and focus on his fucking golf game a little. I mean, he's won a tournament this year, so I'm not going to knock him. I feel like Ricky, though, this is my honest opinion of Ricky Fowler. One, he's a St. Louis Cardinals fan, so I'm cool with that. Rick, next time you're in St. Louis, holler at me. We'll go see a game. But I think he is overrated as a golfer.
For sure.
Is he an amazing golfer? Absolutely. 100% he is an amazing golfer. But I feel like a lot of these guys,
The pressure gets to him.
the Rorys, the Spieths, the JTs, the Fowlers, they've been on golf's biggest stage since they were kids.
Yeah.
Tiger is the exception to that rule. I mean, he made his first famous golf shot
Like
on TV
3
when he
years
was
old.
3. Tiger is a freak of nature exception to that rule. But I feel like a lot of these guys that have been in the spotlight of golf from, well, like I said, at 16 years old, Rory set the course record.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when there's that much pressure and they come out hot, like Spieth did, like Fowler did, like JT did, like Rory did, you're getting, as you get older, your body naturally isn't as strong, isn't as able as it was. Now, granted, most of these guys are still young enough.
I know one thing that hurt Rory was right after he had that solid ass fucking run, he sprained the hell out of his ankle. And ever since then, he ain't been the same.
Golf will wear on an ankle.
Yeah, he ain't been the same ever since.
But you know what you see where I'm going with it? Like, these guys are getting older, and they're expecting them to be able to play the way that they played when they were 20.
Yeah, they're going in not thinking about it, thinking, oh, I'm still young, I can still do it. But then your body's like, hold on. That's why your ball just went this way or that way.
Right.
And blah, blah,
and
blah.
I don't think, because you're talking world-class athletes, and people talk shit all the time, oh, golf's not a sport. Golf's not a sport. I'll say golf is just as much physics as it is athleticism, and the defining point of that is John Daly.
Mm-hmm.
He's round. But, I don't know. I think that the pressure does get to some of these younger ones. Especially when they come out in the fashion that they came out.
And who knows? Some of them, obviously you always want to win. Some of them just go out there and just play to have fun, don't care about winning. Maybe because of the spotlight. Maybe just because they're just like, I'm getting paid either way. I'm enjoying it. Let's just go out and have fun.
But what happens when don't have that guaranteed spot and your exemptions run out and all of a sudden you get your PGA card taken?
Then that's on them.
You got to win somewhere.
I'm not saying that every time they're not going out there. That could be wrong. It could be other things. Obviously, they just had a bad week, or obviously the better person.
Years.
The better person obviously won, but who knows? You could go out there like Rory. He had that good run. It's just like, you know what? Yeah, he needs one more to get
the players.
He needs one more thing.
What is he? He needs the Masters.
The Masters to get the Grand Slam.
The Masters. Spieth needs the U.S. Open. Phil needs the U.S. Open.
Yeah. But but at the same time, it's like he's probably just going out there, just trying his best, and then.
Oh, well, dude, I'm not knocking him because
going from there.
By no means under the sun am I saying that I could walk out to St. Andrews or Pebble Beach or Augusta and play better than anyone. I don't know. Some of them dudes turning in an 11 over card. I feel like I could maybe do better than that. But I don't know. It's hard to imagine what goes through these guys' heads. And the way I look at golf,
we don't know their life and what goes on outside of golf, so we don't know what their mentality is while they're out there.
Exactly. You never know what goes on behind closed doors. Rory's girlfriend might beat him. He may be in an abusive relationship or something, or he may be the abuser. I don't know.
Who knows?
I'm not insinuating that he in any way beats his wife or his wife beats him, but
we all know golf's
like you said, golf is a mental game.
It's like when me and you golf together all the time. What's the one thing you always say? Here's the great tee shots and the shitty second shots.
Bingo. That is my irrational fear. But I feel like golf is more mentally taxing than any other sport, because for 4.5 hours you have to be zeroed in, 100% focused, shot after shot, not to mention you're walking the whole time, walking,
and it's hot. They're in pants and everything else, and it's hot.
Not hot in Ireland right now.
Sweating your butt. Well, I'm not saying particularly in
like
Ireland.
Bitch. You're out in the elements.
Just anywhere, you're out in the elements, and your body, all that walking. Not all courses are flat as hell.
And what sucks, and that's the thing about golf.
Some courses are longer than others, so you're walking more.
That's the thing about golf that sucks, because majority of your power is derived from your lower body.
Here's to all the caddies that do the real work.
Yeah. Shout out to the caddies. If you ever played a course where you're required to have a caddy, take care of that caddy. tip that motherfucker well.
Yeah, the players may be the ones making the shots, but the caddies are helping with those shots, and they're carrying that heavy-ass golf bag.
Now, you got anything else on golf?
Oh, it's a sad story, but
Well, have at it.
talk about that
While we're this
that
week
little
in
girl.
golf.
This week in golf.
And on This Week in Golf.
Sad to say that a 6-year-old little girl lost her life. Oh, am I not too low?
A little bit.
Oh, sad to say a little 6-year-old girl lost her life on a golf course.
R.I.P. to that 6-year-old little girl.
So shout out to the family for going through a rough time. Hope everything works out as best as it possibly can.
And
But what had happened
here's
was
D-Wayne with the rest of the story.
what happened was I knew, yes, fuck you.
That was good,
So
dude.
that
Come
was-
on.
that was good. But I knew you'd say something about it.
What?
I knew you'd crack a joke on me,
Why? How did I crack a joke?
huh?
I wasn't cracking a joke.
Because of how it happened.
No, man. You were fucking throwing out, the condolences, and then I was
Oh.
with you, and then there was a pause, and I'm like,
I thought
yo,
you were trying to do a joke.
wait for it. And now for the rest of the story. God, man. You know what? Fuck you.
Anyway,
Tell the story.
So what happened was
Give me my
apparently-
goddamn guitar back.
apparently Dad took. Dude, we've only been doing this for half an hour.
No, we've only been doing it for 26 minutes.
God bless. Damn it. See, you still reached it.
It took a lot of work. All right.
But so Dad took his 6-year-old daughter to golf course with him. It was in Utah.
This is
So-
yeah, I'm not going
She was
to accompany that.
she was sitting in the cart while he was doing a tee shot, and apparently he hit an errant shot and went straight towards her and hit her in the head and killed her. I guess it hit like the right spot on her skull or something, and it killed her. It didn't say if it was instant or not, but
I would fucking hope so. Not
But-
like that sounds really bad.
yeah.
But good God, you don't want to see, especially a child. You don't want to see a child suffer. So something like that, it's like.
I mean, it's sad, man, for real. I mean,
I don't want to. I don't want to sound like a dick, but you would.
you wouldn't
in an
expect that to
instant-
happen.
In an instant like that, you would rather it just be quick and painless.
Yeah.
Than
But I mean, it's sad to say somebody lost their life over that, but it happens. That's something you wouldn't expect to ever really happen. Like obviously,
no.
everybody has their bad shots here and there, more than others. Me, but you wouldn't expect a bad shot like that to go boom. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no.
Obviously there are precautions that could have been taken, but are you really going to think about your ball going straight towards the cart?
But and again, we don't know
On
where
a
the
tee
cart
shot.
was. He may have had the cart up a little further past the tee box. We don't know.
Yeah.
But that was like the whole thing from last year. That lady got whacked in the head with a golf ball, and I feel like she went blind in one eye from it.
Oh yeah, the one where
And then-
they're trying to get helmets or something.
No. She was trying to sue the
That's what it
PGA
was.
for damages.
Struck in the back of the head.
Ooh. So chances are, well, again, you still don't know.
20 yards to the left of her father.
Well.
She died later that night, so
That
it wasn't
sucks.
instant.
That sucks that little girl had to suffer.
Yeah.
But that was like the lady, she was trying to sue the PGA, and it's like, when you go to a sporting, that's like baseball. They've extended the foul ball nets out on the sides, and now they're talking about running the nets all the way down the left and right field line,
No.
foul line. And I'm like, no, that takes away from the game. Well, what
well,
had
not
happened
that,
was
but it takes the excitement away from the kids because
earlier this year, it was a Cubs player. I can't remember which Cubs player because, in fact, the Cubs fucking suck. Actually, they're doing really well, but fuck the Cubs. I'm a Cardinals fan. Fuck y'all. A player had hit a foul ball, and it hit a kid, and he was in really shitty condition from it. And they're like, well, we may extend the nets all the way out. Blah, blah. That ruins the experience of the baseball game.
and
to me.
excitement of everybody else. Like,
Right.
what do people take to a game, their own glove.
Bullshit, I take a bat. I'm going to hit it back.
You know, they take their own glove so they can try to catch a foul ball because it's exciting.
Right.
It's
well, not just that, but
it's momentum
before the
from
game,
the game.
before the game, players signing autographs for kids and shit. How's all that? You're taking away from the experience.
Yeah, how are you
going to
be able to reach them or even throw stuff to them? And
I mean, you see these
else.
things where players are standing there tossing a ball back and forth with a kid in the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, I think that takes away from it, and that's with most. I mean, are you gonna buy courtside seats to the Lakers, and then when your 7-year-old gets trampled by LeBron going for a foul ball, demand that the NBA put a fucking chain link fence around the court?
Yeah, it's dumb.
I mean, now football, I feel like football's a little different. You don't see
Football, if you're running into the play or running into the crowd in football, there's something wrong.
have
like the bench and everything's acceptable. That's
incredible
obviously.
jumping ability.
You got some crazy, like you shouldn't even be going for the ball at that point because you're way out.
Yeah,
of
no
bounds.
shit.
So football's got it good, but even though nowadays it's pussified, so I mean, would you really be upset if you got hit?
I just want to throw this out here. You know, if anybody knows anybody that works for Webster's Dictionary, pussified, brought to you by the boys of GHB, needs to be in the dictionary. It might already be. I don't know.
Probably in the Urban Dictionary.
But yeah, so that does suck that little girl had to go through that, and she inevitably
It's
suffered
sad. I mean,
pain. But as far as the sporting events go,
I don't know when it happened. It said Monday, but I didn't check the date. One of our friends sent it to Elena, and her friend specifically said, "Tell Dwayne not to take my niece golfing with him."
No shit.
You know, yeah, I suck, but I'm still taking her golfing. Sorry.
I'm waiting for you to take out your own ankle with a tee shot. Like you just close your face up way too much, and it just slides right back off and takes off your own ankle.
I don't know.
But that's one good thing about my course. Other than the first hole, it'd be really hard to do that because the cart paths are downhill.
Yeah.
You usually have a hill to walk on.
I mean, it says 20 yards to the left, so he had to have hit it. Either he's a left-handed golfer,
if he was a left,
or he just come in too much.
Yeah, sliced it out.
Yeah. But other than that, like if he's a left-handed golfer, then obviously he's going to go left.
Well, the physics of it and trying to figure out the trajectory and the ball path and all that, that's hurting my head. Regardless of whatever,
and if it hit her in the back of the head, I'd assume she wasn't paying attention.
One thing that I can say for sure is if you like, I take my son golfing, but he's usually standing on the tee box with me because he's golfing. Just be careful. Watch your children.
One thing I've learned from UPS.
Do you think that guy's going to give up on golf?
I would.
Yeah, I feel like I probably would too.
I totally would.
Or get lessons, one of the two.
No, I mean, even if you got lessons, you're still going to hit a bad shot. Who knows how good of a golfer he really was.
Right, exactly.
He could have been a great golfer and just had a bad tee shot.
I've had plenty of bad tee shots, and I'm not a great golfer.
If it happened to me, yes, I would totally.
I don't think I could continue playing.
I'd give up golf. But one thing I learned from UPS, and it's kind of when you work there, it gets on your nerves, but expect the unexpected.
Yeah, which I mean.
Like I even told Elena, I said I wouldn't let her sit if I was to take Tegan when she's that age to golf, hopefully she's golfing with me, so she's on the tee box, but I would make sure she's definitely behind me some way or another.
Uncle Jake out here giving golf lessons.
Yeah, because Daddy sucks at golf and won't be able to do it. But anyways.
I was just offering a helping hand.
But that's just me, you know.
Well, and on the sad note, we shall probably just go ahead and conclude this week in golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So other news, the guy that started that Area 51 page came out.
The guy that started the
Area 51
right.
Thing. Apparently he just started as a joke. He tried to get some memes out of it.
Right.
And it just after a few days, it just took off.
It was something stupid like 900,000 people had signed.
It's over a
this
million.
Well, the last time I checked.
It's over a million now. And they said that businesses are booming around there. Like there's one place that the
little
hotel,
diner.
the diner's booming. There's a hotel that's booked all the way up to the date that was set.
What is the date?
And September 20th, I believe.
Yeah, I'm busy on the 21st. I ain't got time to go. Sorry.
Yeah. So,
Cards and Cubs game.
but I
I probably shouldn't have been
Whether it
talking
started
shit
as a-
knowing I'm going to be in Chicago.
whether it started as a joke or not, that shit's crazy.
Look, here's
you know?
my thing. I don't believe that as vast as space is.
And the dude got scared because he's thinking the FBI gonna roll up to his crib.
They might.
They could.
As vast as our universe alone, and we know that there's universes outside of our universes, or outside of our universe. I don't see how we could be the only form of intelligent life. But here's my thing about Area 51. If in fact at some point in time, like that Bob Lazar guy that was on Rogan's show claiming that there was actual documentation that he did work at Area 51, claiming to have worked on alien spacecraft or otherworldly space or aircraft, otherworldly aircraft. We don't want to call it spacecraft because we don't know for sure yet. If there was in fact alien or otherworldly aircraft at Area 51, it's long gone by now. All the hype that surrounds, all the hype that has surrounded Area 51 for decades and decades and decades, and now with this, they done packed that shit up and moved it to Area 50.
Plus, that place is locked down tighter than Fort Knox.
Well, that's like the whole thing, like the vault at Fort Knox. At one point in time, did it house majority of the world's gold? Yeah, probably. Does it now? Doubtful.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised if it still did.
With all the hype around it, man, I can't. That's like it's painting a huge target.
Yeah, but at the same time,
and I don't know if Area 51's locked up tighter than that.
It probably isn't, but I would say I would assume it would be just because of the hype around. It's always been around it,
right? And but you see,
they claim it's a Air Force training base.
Yeah, but it's an Air Force, not just training, but testing ground. Basically, they're claiming that the alleged spacecraft was really the B-52 stealth bomber or B-50 whatever it's called. The stealth bomber. Like I said, man, with all the hype that surrounds it, if in fact there were otherworldly craft at Area 51, I'd say it's long gone.
Probably. And then got moved somewhere else.
Yeah, it got moved to Area 52, which is in Lincoln, Nebraska. I don't know that for sure, but it sounded good.
It's
convincing.
Yeah.
And besides that fact, the alleged UFO crash was in Roswell, New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Area 51 is in Nevada. It's like 100 miles apart. So go to the Roswell site. See if there's fucking leftovers there.
I doubt it.
Do you believe in aliens?
That happened in what?
Oh, God.
What decade? What decade was it? I want to say, was it 70s or was it before 70s?
I want to say, I feel like it was 50s maybe.
I can't remember. They got some solid little shows out about it, though.
Let's see.
I want to say it was 70. It might have been sooner.
I am taking 1947.
40, so I was way off.
1947, a United States Air Force, United States Army Air Force's balloon crashed at a ranch near Roswell. So they're saying that it was a Air Force balloon. That's a big ass balloon. Mm-hmm. But 1947, yeah.
Why was I thinking 70s?
I was thinking 50s. I was a smidgen closer than you. But Army reveals it has flying disc found on ranch in New Mexico. This was in the year 1947. Now, let me ask you this. If the Army had flying discs in 1947, Why aren't they used now? Why have we never seen them used for military purpose? Well, I mean, I guess if it was,
It probably
prototype.
didn't work. 'Cause, yeah.
Growing interest between 1978 and the early 90s, UFO research and interest reached its peak. So that's probably what you're thinking is
Yeah.
when it really came to prominence. I'm gonna get a little bit of outsider input on the whole alien thing from a more innocent mind.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because our mind is corrupt by being an adult.
You finally put some pants on that fits you.
All right, get in here because I got questions to ask you. Close the door. Was you raised in a barn? All right, don't go knocking shit over. Easy peasy. All right. So, have you heard all of the talk about a place called Area 51?
I don't even know what that place is.
It's a supposed place where
There's aliens and
aliens
UFOs.
and UFOs and stuff are.
I don't believe in aliens.
There's the
Why do
question.
you not believe in aliens?
Because I believe in them.
Okay, you
That makes
do,
no sense.
Do you believe in them or not? Do you think there are aliens?
I believe in aliens.
Okay, do you think they're the little green men, or do you think they're like humanoid like us?
I think they're...
humanoid?
Yeah.
Daddy.
What?
I think some are gray and some are green.
Do you think there's any purple ones? Because I feel like purple's just screams class. I
Or
mean,
red.
look at Elvis. There's enough crushed purple velvet in Graceland to make you puke.
Wait, what?
Nothing, son.
So you don't think there's aliens walking around that look like us?
No.
Like I could be an alien, you not know. You don't think there's something like that possible?
Aliens wouldn't have hair or beards.
Don't know that. They
Yeah.
could.
So you believe in the stereotypical like big-headed, big-eyed, gray alien, correct?
It's called bug-eyed.
Whatever.
Daddy, why is there a eye on your computer?
It's the information thing. Don't worry about that. All right, so you believe that there are aliens.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of aliens?
I'll punch him.
I'm with you.
But except they can teleport behind me.
I'm just saying, how do you fight? Like, we can't hardly figure out how to get to the freaking moon. But they figured out how to get to an entire different planet. If they come here with bad intent, what are we really gonna do?
Nothing. It's gonna be like Independence Day. We just gonna get lucky.
We better
Like
call
that.
on fucking Randy Quaid. Freaking
Yeah.
Randy Quaid.
Will Smith, time to
Will Smith.
Who's he?
reprise your role.
He's an actor.
What's an actor?
You know what an actor
What you watch
is.
on TV.
No, I don't.
Someone that acts out a character in a TV show or a movie.
Not in ghost hunting.
Yeah, he was watching Hell or
yeah.
Portals to Hell, that Jack Osborne
Oh,
show. Yeah.
Daddy, is that show still on?
I don't know. Go ask Kelsey. It's called Portals to Hell.
I can't say that.
Hell's only a bad word.
if you tell somebody to go there.
Yeah. Hell can be used as a bad word. Like if you say, what the hell? Or
Heaven.
Or go
that's
to hell.
a hell of a lot of stuff. But if you're speaking in terms of
Heaven.
when someone dies, they either go to heaven or hell, it's not a bad word.
Or it's in a title of something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it Door to Heaven. No, Portals to Heaven.
Portals of the place other than heaven. Try that one.
Portal to the devil.
Yeah.
How's that?
Portal to the devil.
Why?
That way you're not saying hell, but she's gonna figure out that the devil's in hell. So
The portal to the devil's house.
yeah.
The devil is nowhere near heaven. The devil is underground.
That's what we're
The
telling
devil
you to
lives
go.
in. Okay.
So when we stomp, we're stomping on his head.
Well, don't stomp too hard because I feel like that might be a bad move. I don't know. Go ask Kelsey to see if it's still on, and you can go watch ghost hunt shows. Thank you
Daddy.
for your, what?
Am I done?
I thought you wanted to go watch ghost hunt shows. All right, so there were no ghost hunt shows on.
He didn't talk.
But while we're on a topic, do you believe in ghosts, son? Do you think ghosts are real?
Yes.
Yes.
Why do you believe they're real?
Are you afraid of ghosts?
I don't know.
Do you know how you take care of a ghost? If you see a ghost,
You call a ghost hunt. You call what is that video called?
Ghostbusters?
You call Ghostbusters.
I think they went out of business in the 80s.
Why?
No, you had that new one come out with the all-female cast.
So they went out of business in the 80s. You just get a can of WD-40 and a lighter.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
What is WD?
Do you want to go to a haunted place with me?
No.
Why? Are you scared of ghosts?
No, on the TV show they saw out Oregon.
Man, that was just the intro video. All right, are you afraid of them?
No.
Okay, so then why don't you want to go to a haunted place with me?
Because they make creepy noises.
You make a bunch of noises.
And plus you can't see them.
I do and don't believe in ghosts.
I ain't scared.
Like, I did that Waverly thing. Like, obviously I'm scared of the dark. But, like, they get in your head. I think they tell you all these stories that get you in your head. And even though if you believe it or not, it's still, like, it's still in the back of your head. So it kind of freaks you out because, obviously, you're in the dark. And you can't see nothing.
Last chance and you're getting kicked out.
No, don't touch my armpit, Dad.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. All right.
But they
Yeah,
talk
you
about
did.
all the noises and stuff inside of Waverly. And
I thought we
you
were
got to think
talking about
the whole front of the building ain't got no windows. So you got the wind coming and blowing around in there.
Right.
It's going to make sounds.
We're talking about a haunted location here in the city. If you would be quiet long enough and listen.
In this city?
Yes. If you'd be quiet long enough to listen, you would have known.
There's a haunted place?
There's bunches of them. Your bedroom's haunted.
Why?
It's haunted by the spirit of my studio.
Yeah.
It's not really haunted.
to the real one.
All right, dude. Well, we appreciate you coming in and talking
I
to
thought
us.
I was going to stay here for the rest.
No, we were just going to talk to ghosts with us. Me and D-Wayne are getting ready to close the show down.
I barely got to say anything.
You got to talk a lot. Stop touching the mic.
Dada.
Chase, what?
I want to stay here until the rest.
All right, then sit up on the bed and get off my lap.
Okay.
All right, so do you have anything else you want to say about Ghost now that you have completely shaken, rattled, and blasted every eardrum of every listener? You got anything else you want to say about Ghost?
I believe in ghosts,
But you're not scared of them.
even though they're not real.
Well, if you believe in ghosts and you don't believe they're real, how does that believing in ghosts?
Yeah. Stop pushing the mic.
Maybe because I'm smart.
That was a really dumb statement, though.
Hey, I'm smart.
I'm not saying that you're not smart. I know you're smart. Put the bear down. I'm tired of...
your beard.
Stop, Chase.
your beard.
You can leave if you don't behave. All right, there's strike two. One more time, and you're out.
I'm gonna go grab something.
Okay, well, here, take your bear with you just in case. No. Put it down. All right, Chase, I think for the sake of you not being in trouble today, you should probably leave. Well, he has exited the room. He, I believe, took all of the sitting still he could handle.
Yeah,
But, you know, we had some decent conversation with him. I only had to stop it to yell at him once. And then the second time, it was probably best for his backside to go ahead and exit before he wound up getting whooped.
Yeah.
I believe it is not okay to beat your children. It is not in any way okay to beat your children. But if you got to give a little swat on the ass,
I believe in a little spanking, not crazy hard.
to
but
check them. That's
Not-
like me and you talked
Not out
about.
here throwing bows and fists at kids, but a nice little firm spank on the butt.
That's like me and you talked about. Like me and my son will wrestle, And I'm not talking like flying off the top turnbuckle with an elbow drop.
Swanton bomb and
I ain't
shit.
hitting him with the frog splash off the couch, but we'll wrestle. And I don't hurt him, but I'll put just enough pressure to remind him, like, yo, still me. I'm still king around here.
Wait until he gets older.
Yeah, no shit. Look how tall he is already.
I know, big ass feet and everything.
Well, I mean, but that's like my dad. Look at my dad. My dad's 5'10", so you can relate. Nice, 5'9". But my dad's short. I'm 6'2". I've got an aunt that's 6 foot. I've got two
Is
aunts.
that the one that lives over in?
Yeah. So if my dad is short compared to me, what the hell's he gonna
Right.
be? Which, granted, I got hurt and they had to stunt my growth plate because I completely tore it up in the one leg. So I still should have grown more, but didn't. So he's probably gonna take after the height that I could have potentially gotten.
Yeah, he could.
So he's probably gonna be like
But yeah,
6'4",
Wait till
6'5".
he gets older, you're gonna be like, Daddy, you want
Let's
a rematch?
wrestle.
Want a rematch?
No.
I know me and my dad had this bet for the longest time. I don't know how it got started.
Oh, about the car?
Oh, yeah, did I tell you about it?
Yeah. You told me, but I don't know if you told the listeners.
So me and my dad had
I
this.
feel like, I don't know.
Me and my dad had this bet growing up that the day I turned 18, we were gonna fist fight each other, and if I beat his ass, he's gonna go out
Now,
and
were
buy
we
me.
bare knuckle?
Yeah, like
Nice.
straight up, just fist fight brawl, and then he was gonna buy me any car I wanted if I beat his ass. Now, if I lost, I lost. You know, just remember, don't fuck with Dad. But day I turned 18, I looked at him and said, I can't do it. I couldn't do it.
Well, that's like I said, man. I mean, we'll wrestle. I'll put just enough pressure to let him know, like, hey, still dad around here.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't believe in hurting your children.
There's only two people I'm scared of in this world.
Me and his dad.
Now it's one. No, I ain't scared. Now it's just one. Grandpa passed away, so now it's just my dad. Even though he's got
R.I.P. Grandpa.
severe COPD, but all it takes
He's
is
just gonna fucking choke you with
He-
an oxygen tank.
I'm
cord.
telling you, man, that's the way it's gonna be. He don't care how much oxygen it takes. Once he gets a hold of me, he can sit there and pass out, but he gonna beat my ass after till then. You know,
I'm gonna pull up one day. Dwayne's dad's gonna be standing on his back, just pulling him back
Man,
with
he
an
could.
oxygen tank course, like a horse
He
bride.
could.
Was it a bridle? Is that what it's called? The thing that they put in the horse's mouth.
oh yeah,
He's gonna have that shit through your mouth.
Yeah.
Just be like, dang.
I still know not to fuck with him.
My relationship with my parental units is completely different. We ain't even gonna go into that.
Yeah, dude, I had a
Because
chance.
we're going to have to do a whole other podcast in which I'm laying down on the couch looking at the ceiling while Dwayne's sitting in a chair taking notes, therapist style.
I wish I could remember how that bet started, though, man. It was just, I don't know, it was years. We just randomly made that bet. Any car I wanted, man.
Word to
It
the
would've-
wise,
Would have been
don't,
a Mustang.
don't put your kids in boxing classes.
It would have been a Mustang. That's what I would have got.
Hell yeah. I had a Mustang when I was younger. That was a bad look.
I mean, any car. It could have been any car, but, you know, I know he couldn't well, we wouldn't have been able to afford a new car at that point anyways, but either way, that was the bet. Never happened. Turned 18, so I can't do it. Not just because I was scared, but I just
Just because out of respect of your father.
I couldn't just fight him like that,
like
even
on
though
the
that
chance,
was
like, because you know a fight can go any way.
because that when like I turned 17, it was like the countdown, man, and then
Final countdown.
pretty much, and then it's just that day came, and I'm like, I can't do it. That like we were sitting there just looking at each other like, what are we gonna do? And we kind of talked about it a couple
Y'all
days
couldn't
before.
have Rochambeau'd it?
No, and
Dang.
I just couldn't do it. Just the respect thing and
Many
everything
of important
else.
disagreements between the male gender have been settled with paper, rock, scissors.
Yeah, right.
That's how we became named America, actually.
But yeah, I couldn't do it. It was just fun talking about it, growing up.
Yeah, but that's that's a respect thing. But and then again, though, like I said, a fight can go either way. Like your pop might be whipping your ass, and then you just get that stiff one in there that just drops him, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, I killed him."
Yeah. Well, and when I was
You would feel really shitty about it.
and when I was when I turned 18, it's right around the time he started getting COPD.
Right.
So it's not as severe as it is now. He just got to the point like where he was starting. He'd be on oxygen just for a little bit throughout the day, but like even then, like you just said, just that you get him clocking one good time, and then you're like, oh, you
Then
okay?
you feel really bad.
Yeah.
I'll beat my own ass for the rest of the
Now-
fight, Pop. Don't worry.
If it was my sperm donor,
Now.
now there wouldn't have been no hesitation.
That is also a separate podcast where Dwayne is going to lay on the couch and stare at the ceiling while I sit in a chair beside it taking notes.
I'd do it for fun.
What, that podcast or beat his ass?
Beat his ass.
Look, I told you, anytime that you need me to come and run amok with you,
yeah, but this
you know I got you.
this wouldn't involve you regardless.
It's personal, I get that, but I'm just saying. Like, if you wind up in the corner and you a little winded, and you're
It's
like,
like-
man, I don't know if I can take round
Like,
3.
It almost happened though, man. Like I think I talked about it in the podcast at one time. Grandpa passed away.
Yeah.
He says something about don't challenge me today or something. I was just in my head, challenge accepted,
Don't challenge.
and I was just like, whew.
Hey, but your boy came through on the day with the strap just in case. But I never leave home without it.
Here's a question:
Here is a question.
You gonna roll up to the hospital, see the baby? You gonna wait till we get home, like we did with you? Well, obviously there were different circumstances.
Yeah, there
with
were.
you.
My circumstances were rough. I don't know, man. That's all on you, honestly, because the way I look at it with, I mean, I've known Zach for 20 years, but they're new parents. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give them their time. So I look at it the same way with you. Like, you know, you all are new parents, and I don't think you realize how tiring it is.
Yeah,
Because it's not like we got there at 11 o'clock a.m. or 10 o'clock a.m. for her last doctor's appointment before due date. And they're like, let's go have a baby. Well, fucking 20 hours later, we had a baby. Now, granted, I had to work the night before.
yeah.
Well, I'd left work early that night, but still, you know, I didn't hardly sleep. It's very tiring. So I don't know. I mean, it all depends. If you hit me and you're like, hey, yo, man, everything's cool, you know, ride on up to the hospital. Most definitely I'll ride up to the
I
hospital.
was just curious because what we talking about, you know, rolling up, you know, you rolling up, taking care of shit. Like if just in case you roll up and then all of a sudden
Shit.
somebody decides to roll up too.
You know I'll be there for that. Look, man,
I don't think you will.
you
but
go ahead and take you a nap. I'll handle that in the waiting room.
I don't think you will, but
It'll be like,
I was just curious. Something me and Lane were talking about because we're sitting there trying to figure out who do we think would roll up to see the baby, you know. And we're obviously, you know, our parents and siblings, but we didn't know how many friends would actually come. I mean, like, you know, we planned on coming to see you, but you know, circumstances
yeah,
letting y'all sleep and everything else.
that
you know.
one was rough because obviously, you know,
Yeah.
things didn't go as planned. My child got jammed in the passage and wasn't breathing for like 2 minutes. So that kind of put a awkward, not awkward, a very
just more
scary moment
Yeah,
in life. And then I hadn't slept for
shit, it was
God
day and a
bless,
half.
because I ended up having to go home to let the dog out once the baby was okay and everything. Fuck, dude, I bet you I didn't go to sleep until like 3
Yeah,
that afternoon.
because we had a baby
3
appointment.
or 4.
So we had a baby appointment that Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
And you called me because you were just heading home. It was
Yeah.
like 10 o'clock in the
No,
morning.
It was later than that because we didn't even get to the recovery room until like 10.
Oh,
So it was like
we-
11 or 12.
our baby
probably.
appointment's usually around 10 o'clock. So, but yeah, I remember you called me and told me.
Yeah, it was a fucked up situation. Everything's good now. The baby girl is happy, healthy, and growing like a horse. So really, that's
She's
like I
just a
said, man.
Happy baby.
It just all depends, you know. Obviously, I hope in no way anybody ever has to deal with a situation like I did. It was just straight scary.
Yeah.
But it all depends on how you feel.
Yeah,
For
I mean,
real,
we'll have
because-
people up there. The way I look at we'll have people up there anyways.
Right.
Roll
right.
up.
But, it all depends because
It also depends on when we have her too. 'Cause
Right.
It might be at work or whatever else.
Yeah. I mean, you know that if all is copacetic and you're well rested and things, that I'll roll up there. Oh, shit, man. What you need? You want me to bring you a honey bun from the cafeteria? I got you.
Yeah, we packed our hospital bag last night. Obviously, we'll definitely probably have to run home and grab a few things.
Yeah.
But we're trying to figure out too, like with the dogs, what we gonna do? Like, 'cause I don't want us to be away from the hospital too much. You ain't let my dog out,
Man, I can open a fucking door, D-Wayne.
but we just
I would let your dog
Yeah.
out for you.
But just trying to figure out, like, 'cause I don't want to be away. I'd feel guilty if I left the hospital.
It would still have its hair.
whether it's for an hour or or
I mean,
not.
the way I look at it, like, yeah, like I wouldn't stay gone for extended periods of time, clearly, but it's part of adulting.
Yeah, because I plan on leaving one time unless I absolutely have to. That's just to take the blanket
Look,
to
man,
the doggies, let them sniff.
I will let the dog out for you. It will still have its hair when you get home. Most of it. So it depends, Dwayne. If you want me to ride through the hospital,
I'm cool with
I
it.
will. If it's just madhouse crowded and shit, I don't want to be that dude that pushes you over the edge. Not that I am typically the dude that pushes things over the edge or takes things a step too far, but sometimes I am.
Yeah,
Not usually.
that's something me and Lane were talking about earlier too. Is like,
What? The
not
fact I'm an
not
asshole?
you, not you.
like,
Just
man,
like the
shit.
overwhelming of
I'm going to send a pack of stank bombs at a hospital now.
the overwhelming of visitors. Like, are we going to be able to, actually say, hey, we're tired. This is getting a little overwhelming. Can y'all leave? Type deal. Like, I'm like, we'll just have to see what happens. So, but 5 more weeks, maybe less. We'll see. Man, we know a lot of people having babies around us too. She's got a friend she went to high school or grade school with. It's like a day after us. And then a friend that we worked with is 4 days after us. And it's just like, whew, so many babies.
And that is how the world population continues to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dwayne, buddy boy, we will see what happens with Baby World when Baby gets here.
Mm-hmm.
I
I actually ran into a guy at McAllister's today. He's like, how's the parenting life? Huh, don't know yet.
I'll tell you in a month. You want to sing Shitty Golfer as a send-off?
No.
I'm a shitty golfer. You can ask my wife. I've been out there hacking every day of my life. I'm waiting for Dwayne to chime on in.
No.
Bitch, it's right now. This
I don't
is
know the
sink
words.
Or swim.
It-
You should.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It speaks too much to my heart. I don't want to listen
that song
to it.
speaks to my soul. All right. Well, anywho,
It's like it's a song about me. It's like me and Toby know each other.
my wife's song to me should be "I Fell in Love with the Devil." But anyway, oh man, we didn't even talk about the NAMM conference.
No, we didn't.
But it is what it is. I wanted to go, and I was going to, and part of me is still thinking I'm probably going to. But at the same time, dog, it's
You're gonna be dead tired tomorrow.
Nashville
if
is
you
a
go.
fucking pressure cooker.
You're gonna be dead tired if you go.
I'll be there in an hour and a half, and I'll kick it for a couple of hours, and I'll be back home. in
Yeah,
town.
just driving the heat, getting back.
It's
get some
different
sleep.
than like driving an hour and a half. That wouldn't bother me. But like Pittsburgh. Speaking of Pittsburgh, I'll be up in Pittsburgh next week. So any of our listeners in Pittsburgh, if you want to catch you a GHB sticker, slide on into the DMs over on the Instagram or Twitter, and I will gladly meet you with some GHB stickers.
Yeah.
All right, time to put the guitar down again.
Yep.
So shout out to everybody that is downloading, liking, playing it. Keep on doing us a favor and just tell one person about the podcast. Tell one person.
One.
And I know with most podcast apps, it's easy. There's a button that actually says share. Or like on the Apple app, you push that little arrow. It gives you the option to share. You can check us out on Instagram and Twitter. Speaking of which, we need to get our fucking social media game up because we are friggin' trash
Yep.
at social media.
I don't do social media. I thought about getting rid of it.
But
Speaking, did you see that shit that's going on with that Face app? Everybody doing that old.
did you see where they said they think that it's owned by Russians?
No, but I seen like they're like everybody doing this now. The people that run that app has like 150 million names, faces, and everything else.
Oh, dig this though. Before we sign off, did you hear about that shit that's going on around the city? It happened a couple of months ago on 71. It happened on Gene Snyder, and then it happened again recently on Gene Snyder. They believe that it's some kind of gang initiation or some shit.
The only thing I know is there's random people stealing cars and doing drive-by shootings in neighborhoods and shit.
No, man. So the most recent one, I want to say it was like last week, or it was Sunday night. Matter of fact, on Gene Snyder westbound, Gene Snyder is a local freeway here for us. Said that there was a car behind her, and they were kind of like honking the horn and driving a little sporadic. She thought it was just because she was driving a little slow. Well, the car got over in front of her. She said it was a red PT Cruiser, and the back hatch opened, and they just started shooting at her.
No shit.
Yeah, they said they think that it's happened like 2 or 3 times around the city. They said they think that it's some kind of gang initiation or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, wow. I ain't heard
All
that.
I'm saying is, folks, stay strapped.
It's legal.
All right, anyway, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter at the official GHB. You can check us on Facebook, GHB Podcast. You can check us on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, the Google Play Store. You can catch us on YouTube. The YouTube channel is official GHB. Currently right now, there's not a lot of content other than just the podcast episodes, but that is going to change.
D. Wayne brought his camera to the show, Jake.
Yeah, boy. And we've got some ideas of things. We've said that plenty of times, but we just haven't had it. Like I said, it's been summertime. We haven't had a whole lot of motivation this summer, to be honest with you.
No, we trying to enjoy it. Especially he just had the baby. I got one, so it's kind of hard to.
And I'm playing a lot of guitar.
Yeah, we got a lot of responsibilities we got to worry about. Ones you can't really just neglect, Jake.
What did I neglect now?
Nothing, I'm just saying. You try to avoid responsibility.
True.
You said it on the podcast, so I'm just saying.
You hold a very solid point there, my friend.
These are ones
I do.
These are ones you can't really avoid.
No,
so.
I don't. I don't avoid my children.
Yeah.
I don't know. I avoid the older, spazzy ones sometimes.
Well, he's old enough to.
He gets to going crazy. Sometimes I like hunker down in a closet or something and just hide from him for a few minutes. Like
He's old enough to handle himself for a little while.
No, I don't avoid my children at all. So anyway, thank you to all of the new states that are checking us out. We have taken over. We're taking over a large portion of the United States of America.
Nice.
We've added a few more European countries, but I don't have them in front of me at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get on that next week. And like I said, I will be in Pittsburgh next week.
Say the date just in case.
I will be in Pittsburgh July the 24th. So any of the Pittsburgh listeners, if you want some stickers, holler at me. Hit the direct messages on Instagram or Twitter. You can also hit me direct, Jake Lemaster 10 on Instagram. And then I will be in Cincinnati, Ohio, July 31st as well. So any of the Ohio listeners, any of the Cincinnati listeners, if you want to get your hands on a GHB sticker, guess what? They're free too.
No charge.
No charge. I'll have some with me, and I will gladly meet you in a public place that is well lit and crowded so you don't try to rob me, and give you free stickers. If you don't know what the stickers look like, it looks like the logo of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Designed by yours truly. Approved by
The website.
Dwayne. Oh, well, yeah, the website had to approve it too, but Dwayne approved with my design. All right, y'all. Dwayne, you got anything else?
No, that about wraps it up.
You want to have a sing-along before we go?
No,
No? No sing-along?
we'll save that for the cookout
Oh,
episode
yeah.
if we do it.
More ideas that we have. All right, y'all.
Peace.